All right, if you're a Salesforce Marketing Cloud user, you've probably heard the news, and maybe you're a little worried. Your SFMC Ad Studio is retiring. So, what's next? That's a huge question, and we're going to break it all down right now.
Okay, so first up, let's look at the official announcement, just to make sure we're all on the same page about what's actually going down.
And there it is, the dreaded email. This is the official notification from Salesforce. And the key part, really the only part that matters, is that date, August 15th, 2026. After that, no more renewals. This isn't some distant maybe. It's a very real deadline, and you've got to have a plan.
So let's take a quick trip down memory lane. What exactly are we losing here? Ad Studio was, well, it was kind of a beautiful thing, right? It was that seamless bridge connecting all your juicy CRM data directly to your ad platforms. Facebook, Google, X, Pinterest, you name it. The best part? It all happened right inside Marketing Cloud. It was native, it was easy, and honestly, it just worked.
All right, so Salesforce isn't just leaving everyone hanging. They do have an official replacement. So let's take a look at what they're pushing as the new path forward. And here it is. The official replacement is Data Cloud. Specifically, a new feature within it called Ad Audiences. This is their answer, their successor to Ad Studio.
But hold on, it's not that simple. This is not a one-for-one swap, not even close. To get this new feature, you have to license a whole separate instance of Data Cloud. Then, you have to go through and connect all your ad accounts as these new activation targets, and the real kicker, you have to rebuild all of your audience logic from the ground up as segments. We're not talking about a quick update here. This is a full-blown migration project.
So this is what that new world looks like. You're setting up your activation targets. And yeah, you see the usual suspects: Meta, Google, LinkedIn, Amazon ads. It looks pretty robust at first glance. But take a good look at those logos. Notice anyone missing?
And that really gets to the heart of the matter, doesn't it? The big question. Is Data Cloud really a true replacement, or is it something else entirely? Let's dig in.
Okay, so if you're just trying to replace your Ad Studio functionality, this is your new to-do list. Look at this. It's a 6-step process. You've got to connect data, map it, do identity resolution, apply privacy filters, and that's all before you even get to the part you actually care about, building and activating your audiences. Look, Data Cloud is an amazing, powerful platform, no doubt, but for this one specific task, this is a whole new level of complexity.
And remember who was missing from that list of logos? Well, here's your answer. This is a huge deal. Ad Studio supported X, Twitter, and Pinterest. Data Cloud just doesn't. They're gone. Poof. So if your entire ad strategy leans heavily on those platforms, Salesforce's official replacement leaves you with a massive gaping hole right from the start. The problems don't stop there, especially if you're part of a bigger company. This quote nails it. If you've got multiple brands, each with its own business unit in SFMC, which is super common by the way, you can't just buy one Data Cloud instance. Nope. You need to buy and set up multiple data spaces. Think about that. That means you're multiplying the cost and multiplying all that setup work for every single brand. And this is what that shift feels like. You're not in Kansas anymore. This is the Data Cloud interface. Your team isn't just learning a new button, they're learning a whole new platform with a totally different data model, living completely outside the comfy, familiar walls of Marketing Cloud. That's a massive learning curve and a huge change to teams' daily workflow. Okay, so the official path is complicated, to say the least. It's got gaps, it's got costs, it's got a steep learning curve. But what if there was another way, a smarter way, an alternative that actually feels like an upgrade, not a downgrade? Let's talk about Cezium Ads. Now, this is the single most important thing you need to hear. Cezium Ads is the only SFMC native alternative on the AppExchange. I'm going to say that word again, native. Why does that matter? It means it lives inside Marketing Cloud. It works inside Marketing Cloud, just like Ad Studio did. No new platform to learn, no scary data migrations.
And this is where it gets really, really good. We're talking plug and play. You install it in minutes. You can build audiences from the data extensions and journeys you already have. In fact, you can even combine them into one audience, which is a neat trick. But the absolute best part? All those automations you've spent years perfecting, you don't have to touch them. They just keep working. It's that simple.
Hey, remember that gaping hole we talked about with Data Cloud? The missing platforms?
Well, Cezium Ads completely fills it. And then some. You get Pinterest back, you get X back, and you even get new heavy hitters like TikTok. So you're not just getting back to where you were, you're actually getting an upgrade.
All right, let's put it all on the table. A final, side-by-side showdown. When you see it like this, the choice becomes, well, pretty darn clear.
Okay, look at this. This chart says it all. Let's break it down. Setup. Ad Studio is native. Data Cloud, a whole separate license and project. Cezium, simple. Native app, check one for Cezium. Platforms. Data Cloud is missing X and Pinterest. Cezium has them and adds TikTok. That's another win. Data source. Data Cloud makes you rebuild everything in a new model. Cezium lets you use what you've already built. Check. And finally, multi-business units. Data Cloud means more money and more work. Cezium supports it right out of the box. I mean, it's a clean sweep. It's not even close.
And this is what that choice looks like in practice. It's clean. It's familiar. Why? Because it's right inside SMFC where it belongs. All your ad accounts, all your audiences, all managed in the same place your team works every single day. No disruption, no jarring changes, just simple, seamless control right where you need it.
So let's wrap up with this one question. Your ad tool's retiring. That's a fact. You have to make a choice. The question is your replacement going to be a genuine upgrade, or is it going to be a compromise? Are you choosing more features and simplicity, or more complexity and less functionality? It's a big decision, and it's one that's going to shape your ad strategy for a long, long time.